Hi, let's talk about writing. At this point in first grade, your child is expected to use sound spelling knowledge to write their words. So for example, in class when we are writing words, we have the students count the sounds with their hands. So it would look like this. If the word is top, they make their fist to say top. Then they're going to count each sound they hear in the word. T, ah, p. There are 3 sounds. So a lot of times children have a hard time remembering those 3 sounds. So something we like to do in our classroom is to draw the 3 dots for them to remember there's 3 sounds, to show them to transpose from their brain to the paper. So the first sound they would say was t, and they write the sound they hear. Then they hear ah, they're going to write the next sound. And the last sound was p. Now keep in mind that these are sound spellings. So if a child writes a different letter than what it really is in the word, that is okay, and we encourage them to write the sound they hear. Let's do another example. If the word is stop, you would make your fist, stop, and you'd sound it out. S, t, ah, p. Now remember, in a previous video, we said the s and t are 2 different sounds. So please make sure that you're encouraging them to hear those 2 different sounds and not blend them together. So we know there were 4 sounds in stop. So we would write those 4 dots to help them. And then we would sound each sound. S, I hear an S. T spells T. Ah spells O. And P spells P. So then they're getting stop. One other example that Mrs. Cecil used in a previous video was when there's a diagraph and the 2 sounds go together. So the word would be chop. You'd say the word with your fist, chop, ch, ah, p. We know there are 4 letters in the word chop because we can recall that. The students are hearing the 3 sounds, so you would still make the 3 dots for them to make each sound. And you would say, first sound is ch, what do you hear? And they're going to hear CH. Second sound is ah. Last sound is p. So even though there are 3 sounds in the word, they know at times that there are more than 1 letter that goes for the sound spelling. Please remember that not all sounds have been learned. We have learned less sounds than we're going to know. So that's something that you have to keep in mind for your students and your child. Please do not expect them to know all the sound spellings correctly. They're still working on that as well. Just encourage them to write the sounds they hear when they are writing a word. At this stage, we are not through all of our sounds, like I said. So this is a great example. When you say the word cart, you would have your student say cart, and you'd say the sounds k, r, t. They hear the 3 sounds. So you're going to make the 3 sounds that they hear. And if they say k, t, they may not know that the AR is R. So if they write CRT, or even if they decided to do KRT, those are appropriate things for first graders to write because these are the sound spellings they hear that we have taught them in class. As the year progresses, you will see them starting to blend more sounds together and have the correct sound spellings. This is a good example for students to use at home when they're writing sentences or practicing words. Also, if you have your child drawing a picture, it would be a great idea for them to have a sentence to write with it. So they can sound spell each of those sentences. They could even say, the cat is playing, and you could draw a dot for each word, and then find the sounds in each word as well. Those are great things for students to do at home to practice their writing, and don't forget to use those capitals, spacing, and great punctuation, good handwriting. Thank you.